Good morning, guys. I gotta watch where I'm walking because it's still quite muddy because it just doesn't stop raining here in Michigan.
Some pants out because it's cold out.
I got the crew this morning. Do you need help in, buddy?
Yeah.
Good morning. Well, I had a snippet a minute ago that I had helpers, but they've already decided that it's too cold for them out here. It's about 45 degrees this morning, which is why I had the gloves on, but probably might take them off. This morning we are going to plant garlic. Finally. I finally have a little less rain. Here comes a helper. My sweet Vivi Jade. So I'm actually doing two things this morning, but I'm going to record them separately so that I have two videos to share with you. So I'll try to make them quick. I don't really know, Anyway, so this morning we're going to start with planting our garlic so I can get that in. I wasn't really sure where I was going to plant them, but I think I'm going to put them in this bed behind me because that's where the tomatoes were this year, and I'm going to move the tomatoes to the other bed, or I'll probably have more beds by spring. I know it's good to rotate, so, and they won't take up a ton of room, probably just a couple 2-3 feet on the back side. So that's what we're going to do. So this is the bed that I'm going to put them in, and I know I'll probably do cucumbers along that side, so I might just keep them over in this corner. As you can see, I have red wood chips in my garden beds. At the beginning of the season, I wasn't... Sorry about that, guys. At the beginning of the season, I knew you had to put wood chips on your... Look at that water back there. I knew you had to put wood chips on your garden beds. What I didn't know is that bad idea to use like landscaping wood chips that are meant for, creating color. I know it's not advised because of the chemicals and the dyes that they use in them, but I will say that the garden survived it. I won't do it again, but it did survive. So Vivi's helping me. I'm going to scrape some of that away, kind of stir the soil up a little bit, and then we'll get to planting the garlic. Can't find my rake, so here we go. I'm just going to scrape some of this out of the way, pull up whatever vines we have. I can't get that one out, so let's just get that out of there.
Dad, what's this?
It's a microphone. Don't mess with it, baby. I'm probably going to need to go find my good rake.
Oh.
Because, this isn't really... Watch out, baby. So I just stirred up some of this soil in some places. Look at all that life. I see some bugs and some worms still hanging out in the soil. Pretty cool. I probably should add soil, but I don't really have any to add right now. Maybe what I'll do is just shovel a little bit out from one of the corners and add it to this section where I'm going to plant, just so that I have enough. It does look kind of low, huh? Whoops. Let's do that. So I'm not prepared for anything ever, and I didn't order like garlic from anywhere. I obviously didn't grow my own last year to save, but I actually bought a rabbit hutch off of a local person recently, and they had a garden out back and they had garlic, and he gave me some. So I'm just going to use that. I have like store-bought, probably organic garlic from Costco in there, but I read that it's not actually a good idea to plant that because it doesn't grow as well. I'm not sure, but I have homegrown locally garlic, so I'm just going to use that. I spent the other day like I started separating them and peeling all the skins off. Apparently you don't have to do that. And now I don't even know what side's what. Well, I do. That side's the root side. So you're supposed to plant them pointy side up. What they do suggest, what I read, is that you put them in the refrigerator for like a week or two beforehand to kind of acclimate them to the cold, but I did not do that. I mean, it's 60 degrees in my house, so whatever. So we're going to plant these. Oh, I'm trying to get all these big red wood chips out of here. I'm going to turn the camera down so that you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. So we're going to go just, I think, like 2 inches. 2 inches. I'm trying to get the most out of my bed, so I'm just going to shove that down in there. Right? I'm starting with these ones. 2 inches, you know, it's about your finger length away. 2 inches. I'm going to get this row done and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. I've also learned, so this is a hard neck, I think is what they call it. There's a difference between hard neck and soft neck, and apparently soft neck doesn't grow all that great in Michigan. It also doesn't store as long, so I'm not really that worried about it. I'm just going to plant what I have anyway. So I have this row of the 2 inches, so now I'm going to go like 4 inches away and do this row. And then you can do a row in between is the deal. So then you have like, you know, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see very well, but I have like 2, 4, 6, and then along the middle so that you have 2 inches from each one. That way you kind of have a 2-inch square, but you haven't taken up as much room. I have about 24. I have another full head, and then a couple extras. I was debating on doing a second, or I mean like a 4th row. I need to mark this off somehow, but I might just stick with the 24 and go with that for this year and see how it does. 24 cloves. I know it's not like a ton. It probably won't last us all year, but I'm not sure I'm at the point where I can I don't know what next year's going to bring, you know. I also didn't know what to mark it with, so I just used, it was like a tomato trellis thing that I had acquired this year. I didn't really love it anyways, so I'll just make use of that to mark the area where I have my garlic so I don't forget. I'm just covering the soil up. It's very, very wet. Hopefully it's not too wet. We do have a couple of dry days, so I really don't anticipate this soil drying up over the next few days, but I'll obviously keep an eye on it and make sure. I think it needs to stay wet. So yeah. Well, the garlic's in. Let me know what you guys think, if you have any other tips. I watched a few videos. It's like October 17th today, so I know I'm probably just a little bit behind. If you watched my last video, you know it's been a trialing couple of weeks here, so. Oh, my coffee's already cold. That's not a good thing. I just recently seen a smart coffee mug thing. You could set the temperature of it. Look at my little baby spaghetti squash. Anyway, you could set the temperature of it, but it was like $100. You could program it with your phone or something. Man, the things people spend money on. I'll just go in and warm it up or pour a fresh cup, right? Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me this morning and planting my garlic. Thanks for growing with me, and we'll catch you next time. I'm actually just gonna switch over and do the sweet potatoes this morning, but it'll be a different video, so we'll pretend like it's another morning.